Hi everyone, this is Bonnie. This is my version of Vietnamese beef noodle soup. Hope you guys like it. Now this is the brand of spices that I found at the market this time. This is normally not the one I use, but it will work. I normally toast these with medium heat to bring out the flavor, and once that's done, I cool it down a little bit and put them in a little baggie, tie them up, and throw them in the pot. Now the beef shank and the beef bones, I put them in really hot water to get the blood out. Now we'll be searing the 2 onions and the green apple on high heat to get the sweetness out of it. Now the herbs are cooled, I'm going to put them in a cloth baggie and tie it up and throw it in boiling water. They are good to go, and once again, load them in the pot. Now it's time to brown all the bones and shank. I love to use the beef bones because I love the marrow. It brings out great flavor in the soup. Searing all these bones to bring the flavor out. Okay. Check on these beef bones. Oh my god, they're so fresh. Oh, totally not ready yet. This right here is beef shank. We will be searing that too. This you cannot leave in the soup for too long because it will become too soft, and we don't want that. We want some texture when we eat it. So once it's cooked, I will be lifting that up and putting it to the side. So I added a couple stalks of celery on top of the herbs and the green apple, and 2 onions which were seared. When you sear them, it brings out a lot of flavor. That's why we sear the bones and vegetables. We sear everything. And these 2 hungry doggies, when I cut vegetables, they are always here. My dogs love vegetables. Okay, sit. Mocha? Mocha? Now off camera I did add a little bit of salt and black pepper to flavor it up a little bit. Later on I will be cleaning beef tendons and putting that into the soup also. Now that is all up to you. Some people don't like tendons. Also daikon, that's also preference, but we like daikon. We like a little bit of vegetables in there, so. And a way to tell if the daikon is good or not from the market you got fingernails, poke at it. When you hear that crisp noise, it's good. But if it's hard to press your nail into, that means the daikon is old and you don't want that. Alright, these stones are ready to go into the pot. Smells so good. Now I like to use beef bones because I love the bone marrow. You can use any beef bone. You can actually use oxtail, but I think the beef bones brings out more flavor. And also, oh, the daikon, I always take off 2 layers of the skin when I peel them. And those usually go in last because you don't want them to be all melted into the soup. You still want a little bit texture. So here we go. Oh my gosh. Now here is 5 pounds of beef bones. A lot of people use less, but I like everything to be super flavorful, so I always put extra. Okay, and this is, oh my gosh. This is 8 pounds of shrimp. You can use whatever beef you like, but our family loves beef and steak, so when it comes to this, everything is always extra. Now the beef shank is nice and seared. We're going to put it in the pot. Okay, now the tendons are all nice and clean. Drop it in the pot. Oh my gosh. Smells so good. Once it simmers down a little bit, I'm going to add more water. I just turned the stove on again. This is the next day. Turned it off last night after it simmered for a while. We took about 1/2-inch layer of fat oil out. So normally I always simmer the pho soup for 24 hours before we eat. Later I will be putting tripe. I'll be cutting down the tripe and the meatballs. You can use any brand, of course, and then also at the end, these are the daikons. So once it simmers, I will be adding flavor. Okay, now it's starting to boil. We are going to take some stuff out. Here is meat. Oof. Right. There's celery and apple. Gotta get rid of that. Oh, gotta get the tendons out.
before they get too super soft. Now it's like a jello texture. It's really nice. Okay, let's put this here for now. I don't have room. Here's the rest of the tendon. There we go. Once they cool off, I'm just going to be slicing them up and just add it to the soup when you're ready to eat. Wow, there's a lot of tendon. Okay, any more in there? Nope. Okay. This tendon. I think that's it. Alright. See how that simmered down so much? We might add a little bit of water later. Down there is mostly beef bones, so it's not much broth. Now you can use any fish sauce, any brand that you like. I'm just currently using this one. Apparently this one is not as salty, so I tend to put a lot. And I use black pepper. Okay, now it's starting to boil. We are gonna take some stuff out. Here is meat. Oof. Right. There's a celery and apple. Gotta get rid of that. Oh, gotta get the tendons out before they get too super soft. Now it's like a jello texture. It's really nice. Okay, let's put this here for now. I don't have room. Here's the rest of the tendon. There we go. Once they cool off, I'm just going to be slicing them up and just add it to the soup when you're ready to eat. Wow, there's a lot of tendon. Okay, any more in there? Nope. Okay. This tendon. I think that's it. Alright. See how that simmered down so much? We might add a little bit of water later. Down there is mostly beef bones, so it's not much broth. Now you can use any fish sauce, any brand that you like. I'm just currently using this one. Apparently this one is not as salty, so I tend to put a lot. And it's just, you just keep adding until you like it, I guess. and I use black pepper. Alright, and then okay, so here off camera I put the daikons in, and I put the beef balls in. The beef balls I cut into half size because my kids. We use this pho noodle. It's frozen right now, but normally we soak it in hot water before we use it. It just helps soften it up. I did really thinly chopped the tripe. So when it's time to eat, you just put this in the soup, boil it first for maybe a minute or so, but don't boil for too long because it'll be like rubber band. Then the beef I'm using right here is actually prime rib. I thinly sliced prime rib. The tendons I cut in some really small pieces too. That goes in the soup. This is already good to go. Got fresh basil. Got lemon. What's this? The Thai chilies. And right here I chopped cilantro and green onions, and I usually leave it on the side so you can put as much as you want. There we are. Here is the finished product. Vietnamese beef noodle soup. There we go.